than George Bush. Who knows absolutely? He's never quoted nobody. He know his story. He don't even know his dad. Hell, he sit at inauguration, he just studied dancing like he was up there. His dad did not see now. His ass went crazy. So, he just dancing, trying to get Obama attention. Nobody wasn't paying no attention. And then old Bill Clinton, they busted him again lusting. They got a video on TV. He was looking at Ivana Trump, undressing with his eye. He'll turn around looking at him like, you good? He like, yeah. That joke was still a pervert. But they had him in the White House, there'd been more rapes. Plenty of drugs. When you get Bill Clinton, you're going to have drugs and plenty of sex. 1990, he electrified over drugs and sex. That's the only thing he been known for. Trump that came in, he signed it, what he done did? He going to build the pipeline through North Dakota. Hell, it don't affect me. What I care about some Sioux Indians? Hell, I need to sue them anyway. They lying. Talking about some Sioux Indians. Ain't nobody did nothing for us. Color change. They used to send me something. I'll, jump on to support them. What have these Indians ever did for us? We getting gunned down in these streets. These people don't come out and support us. Hell, I don't care about no build that pipeline. They ain't gonna put no less or no more money in my pocket. Let people quit jumping on the other folk train. Then you always claiming them. If anything, they need to claim you. They ain't to your benefit to claim these people. That's crazy. These people knockoffs. That's crazy. Well, okay, we don't know no better. That's all we did. He'll pull a little water back in your hair, slip down. I'm part Indian. Well, you just say you were part criminal. That's just the criminal of these white people here. You know you're not the originators of this place. You know you are not native to this land, then you're a liar. But our people don't know that, do they? Why is it we used to try to fight to go and prove and you are the Indians. You are indigenous to the land. We were here before whiteface showed up. We the people that showed them how to plant and how to grow, not these knockoffs. They just lied to us all these years. Man, make a fool out of us. Well, what do? You don't know. So he's going to build the Dakota pipeline. Hell, they ain't going to hurt anything else a job. At least 2 of us will go to work. What else he done did? He done wiped away Obamacare. Hey, you can't do no worse. Stuff's so damn expensive anyway, you barely holding on with it. If you had to pay for your own, I'm paying like $1,600 a month for insurance. Hell, I'm sick. I'll see y'all later. I'm going to go get some health care. That's crazy. They raping us. Some of y'all complain about them little $400, $500. I'll swear with you. Any day you want to change. I'm at $1,600 and some change. Thanks to that damn Obama. Damn Bama. Mess up my pocket. I could be hustling with that money. Ain't that right? Hell, I can take $1,600 and get some dope and flip it. I can come up. Ain't that right? $1,600 and some change a month. That's steady. There ain't no every other month. That's about 2 of y'all paycheck, ain't it? Ain't that right? That's bad, boy. Then I think I got an $8,000 deductible. I got a $1,000 that's with a $1,000 emergency room visit. I don't even kick in. I think I got to pay them at least $500 or $1,000 before I go to the emergency. Hell, if I have a heart attack, they take me in to walk in. Ain't that right? I can't afford. I have enough to give me that bill. I remember one time my blood pressure went up. I rushed. I was in there, man. I was so sick. It been some years. I was so sick. I was just getting hot. I checked my blood pressure. That thing was 2-something and climbing. I ripped that thing out my damn arm, white real good. I ain't had no Hershey. No Hershey kissing. I flew. I was going to wake my wife. I said, she got to get herself together, figure out what happened. I said, I better go on drive. Rolled the one down, running down wind. I said, listen. They're like, what's wrong? Hell, I'm sick. I'm in here. Blood pressure shooting out the damn roof. Come on. They're like, come on, come down. They took me in there. They had about $6, $7. They were standing around. I said, oh, hell, they like some stuff off TV. Folks talking, they getting stuff, hooked. They like, they wanted that lady. She rolled in with that little computer with that little thing in there. She said, she's sitting in the back. She said, I'm just, we'll be back. They went out the room. She said, I'm going to need to get that copay. I said, what? She said, that copay. I said, you serious? I said, I'm down. She said, you ain't going nowhere. I said, serious? I was like, I said, hey, my blood pressure 200 something. She said, I'm going to get that copay. That lady, listen, she's sick to them doctors, because see, legally, they couldn't stay in that room and watch that. They could get sued because they're Hippocratic oath. You can't sit there and demand money with a doctor. That, see, that just show how they sick. Y'all don't know that. You got to try to get the patient stable, take care of their welfare. Then you deal with the money. They help sick. Them jokers did that now. Listen, all of them, nurses, everybody left the room. She said, once I get their copay, she said, they'll be back. I said, man, I had to get my wild eye shaking and stuff. Oh, hell, I don't want to die. You know, I damn sure didn't want to die and pay. You know what I'm saying? If I thought I was going to die, hell, I'm going to put my card back in there and roll up like, in that locker, get rigor mortis. I damn sure ain't going to pay and die. Oh, hell, if I did that now, I'm going to lock up that. Hell, she going to have to throw my hand out or something, get a jizzer. Don't swipe my damn card, I done died. That's fraud. You know, I'm serious. If I die, don't pay nothing. Only if I pay, hell, call the credit card company and charge back. How you going to pay somebody you done died? You know, that's crazy. That's how dirty. Well, I was sitting there, man, I was scared. I was like, damn, I'm about to die. They got me convinced. She's sick of folks. Get that copay. That's how dirty these people. They look at that. You going to get your money. That's just that little small copay, little $5,000. You don't get that. They won't worry about it. They're like, look, we need to get that first. She said, I know you got it. I filled out, put on that pad. She said, you a pad. She said, I know you got it. I said, you for real? She said, yeah. And they looked at my eyes, she said, I know you got it. Damn sure had it too, boy. That's why I'm here today, isn't that right? That's why I be telling you, come 25th, don't pour no shit with my money now. I don't know where I might fall out there, right? Hell, them folks ain't gonna treat you. They ain't gonna treat you till you get that copay. You done. How many of y'all got like $30 copay like that? Damn, where mine at? Man, 30, God almighty. A lot of y'all got some good copays in on it. How many of y'all don't have like $100 minimum or something you go to emergency? How many of y'all got stuff like that? $100 stuff like that. Some of y'all ain't got nothing. You don't have to pay for the $100 land council to go to the emergency room. Hell, I'm going to get your insurance card tonight before I leave here. At least let me just run out. I'm going to just run the staple right quick. Lost some copies of that in it. You know, I do $150. I just, as much as Mother Smith, go to the doctor. Because you're a hypochondriac. What's your copay? Why the hell she keep going to the doctor? $75? That ain't nothing. What, is like a Falcon ticket way up in the damn top somewhere, the nosebleed? When they were losing? Oh, $75. Whew, boy, that's rough out here. It's bad, y'all. Donald Trump will get y'all some better health care. Because anything beat what you got. Isn't that right? Main thing I try to tell our people, I ain't looking for him to do nothing for me. Only reason I like Donald Trump because crackers hate him. So I know he can't be no worse than the rest of them. All that they talking about he gonna mess up. Yeah, he gonna mess up some. Hell, he white. But right now he messing up crackers. Crackers the one out there marching. Niggas don't even know why they march. Really don't. I told y'all before, if people actually went back and looked and studied historically when it comes down to these parties, the Democratic, how many of y'all voted Democratic or grew up Democratic? Typically that's the black functionality, that's the way we think. But you can't name one thing a Democrat ever did for you. Democrats have never done nothing for you, ever. Democrats were the reason why you stayed in slavery so long. The only Democrat that did something for you and you didn't know was Lyndon Baines Johnson. And Lyndon Baines Johnson went against his own party. Whether y'all know it or not, the Republican Party were the people who withstood the Democratic Party to get y'all the Voting Rights Act. Who got y'all where you can sit your asses on the same commode a cracker sat on. But then y'all see a Republican, first thing y'all do is fight them. Y'all know what Donald Trump said about Chicago today? He told them they either get that crime down, he's sending federal troops in. Now you can say, they saying, oh, you don't turn your own troops on the people. Chicago's out of control. At the hands of these whites. They let it get out of control. Because they know why blacks are killing, it's a market. Drugs are rampant. Guns are on the street, funded and sponsored by these crackers. And you know if you put the military in there, you know what? You're going to mess up drug money. Oh, they're going to take it to federal court. He won't get it. He won't be able to do it. The only way he's going to do it, he's going to push martial law. And they're going to make sure his ass get out of for that. See, you don't know stuff how these crackers work. They know if you put the troops on the ground, you're going to shut them drugs and you're going to cut down those gains, which is going to hurt their drug money and it's going to hurt their guns money. You make money from them guns. Your bigger pay on guns is selling illegal, not legal. When you put a gun in the street, the money you can charge for it because it's illegal. You're making more money with those guns. After these troops go here and fight overseas, you make money and sell them guns to other countries. Other warlords. Look at how, okay, ISIS, Ilza. They just created their damn self. How you come up with all these tanks? Hell, you ain't got a slice of bread, you ain't got a cup of water, but you got tanks, you got, I'm talking about shoulder firing missiles. Hell, you got grenades. You got radio to command and talk to people. This ain't free. Somebody is sponsoring ISIS. And see, Trump busted them and told them that he's going to get with Russia and work with Russia on getting rid of ISIS. But America knows that's going to be a problem. Because ISIS keep the illusion that they're terrorists trying to kill you. All these France bombings, all these Europe bombing are all sponsored by the U.S. Y'all are fool if you actually think this stuff is not sponsored by the U.S. The U.S. sponsors these. The U.S. is behind all these killers and bombing. Why they ain't letting it go on over him? Hell, why you know all that blowing over? Hell, you got everything mixed up over him. Why they ain't blowing up? You talking about the man down in Florida. That was a bunch of fags. I don't care about no fags getting shot. And damn Madonna. After she lied, talking about she was like a bird, I ain't been stunning her ass no way. She trying to adopt 2 more black kids. Ain't you done enough damage, cracker? Just finished taking pictures just a couple years ago with 2 little black kids with her foot sitting in their chest, with her niggas. Put it on her Twitter. She tried to get it down, somebody snapped the shot of it and sent it back out. Y'all always love these crackers though. Get ready to kiss their ass. Crackers don't care nothing about us. We had to make our own way. Donald Trump, listen, only reason I like it because they hate him. Anything they don't like is always got to be better for us. Anything they like, look out. That means niggas on the chopping block. Y'all hear me? He ain't doing that gonna hurt us. No more than, what else can he do to us that ain't already been done? What else can he do to us? That'll be good if they take money out of these public schools. It's gonna hurt, it's gonna hurt more of their kids than gonna hurt of us. We're being hurt in their school system anyway. They never concentration camp. Hell, and you can't even think. Small one catch it fast. Like, you at concentration camp and you can't think. 999,808 more. Cause you like that on. That thing small. I don't know how I come up with them things. They be coming like that. I had like a million. What's that? I think that 807. But anyway, like I told y'all before, what we need to do, we need to build our own nation. We need to sponsor our own people. We need segregation. We can do business with these people. We can trade with these people. But we cannot operate and function on these people's rules, and they govern and they police us. That doesn't work. Whenever they police us, whenever they govern us, it always comes to our demise. You gotta trade. Even they trade with other countries, but they don't sit up under their rules. So I do let business is business. Hell, somebody white, green, yellow want to buy something, buy it. You selling something I can use it, I'll buy it. I don't care about your color, your race. I just don't want to be up under your rule. Go to China and try to put them up on under India rule and see what they tell you. They'll trade, but they'll say, we're not going to be under your rule. Even Taiwan broke off. So I'm telling you, what's the problem if we break off and say, we want to formulate our own nation? Hell, don't tell us about no land. You stole the land. We were already here. That's bad that why is it that people of color don't see themselves as being a free liberal people? Why do you think you always have to be governed under white people and beg white people and look for somebody white to do something for you? I'm not expecting Donald Trump to do absolutely nothing for me. I am a man. Y'all hear me? I am a man that served the only Elohim. Y'all hear me? That created everything. I don't need no white man to do nothing for me. Y'all hear me? We formulate and make our own way. Y'all hear me? Now, by their so-called right, they've gone in through manipulation, through murder, through disease, through drugs, and conquered countries and took them over and claimed them for their own. Well, hell, what's wrong if you do it? That's crazy. That's amazing. I just captured him and got his jacket. By law, I got his jacket. I defeated him lawfully, got his jacket, manipulated him, made him sick, got his jacket. Now, hell, he come in and get your jacket. Come in and get your jacket. This is wrong. You're a terrorist. Y'all see this? This is a defiant terrorist act to attack my principles and our freedom and to stand and to take down my constitution that I done formulated. Ain't fun, they farted it. You see how they manipulate you? It's just wordplay. How the game change now he a terrorist if he come take it back? You program people to think the way you want them to think. When I tell you our people have never had an original idea, you didn't even know that Republicans actually stood to fight to get you the right to vote. And you hate Republicans. How many of y'all were taught to hate Republicans? Be against Republicans. That's what crackers told you. What did Republicans do to you? Hell, all of them white hate you. Democrats definitely hated you. Let me see. George Wallace of Alabama. I'm trying to think, was he Republican? He was Dixiecrat. all the people did you harm been Democrats. You just never even thought about it. They just always programmed you to look for something. You got in it. King forced this garbage on you. Imprison you with your mind because he went kissing their asses and believing they were going to do something for you. Let me think. Mississippi governor, hell, he was Democrat. When the people were murdered down there, the 3 civil rights people were down there, a Jew, well, a faith, wherever, yeah, Jewish, a white, and a Negro were killed. That's on the Democrats. These people ain't never did nothing for you. Get your eyes off these people looking for them to do something for you. You got to make your own way. It's just like the song. It's time for you to start making your own way. It's time for us to be men and women. Y'all hear me? Start looking at putting our homes back together, start educating our kids, trying to make sure we're getting our kids the right religious functionality as well, because we've been programmed by these people. They demonized us. We feel bad about ourselves unless we look white. Unless we can speak white and have white bro, we feel like we haven't accomplished nothing. If you don't live in a white neighborhood, your kid don't go to a white school, really, you ain't shit to them. You hadn't even matriculated to do nothing if you still in a Negro neighborhood, if everybody in your neighborhood is black. You know you hadn't made unless you riding with he riding and dress like he dressed and talk like he talk and go where he go. You know damn well you ain't went nowhere. That's how they done program your mind. They done got you to break away. That's what they did. They scattered us. I'm trying to come and call us back in together and realize we can do better. We can demand better from our own too. Y'all hear me? I'm not finna sit here and say let's segregate and let's build and let's establish our own so we can say have no sorry ass blacks doing nothing. I'm against that. I don't want nobody black be me or white. I don't want nobody black lining me like I don't want nobody white lining me. Y'all hear me? I ain't got no problem with nobody as long as you stay in your yard. Y'all all right? That's the way it ought to be. You stay in your yard, I stay in my yard. You know how to play, I'll come out and play. You know how to play? I said, get your ass back in your yard, I'm going to go in mine. Because somebody finna get hurt at this point. We need to have some type of balance. Even if, you know what, in the ring, we box. Come from here. We in here box, you the referee. Y'all come up hypothetical, y'all boxing. Just say y'all done locked up. Oh, cut, go back in your corner. You need somewhere to be able to separate. Hell, it's bad when you sit here and ain't nowhere to go. That's what done happened with the white man. They do. When you got 2 boxers, they lock up. The referee come in, break. Go back in your corner. You go back in your corner. Y'all need a break. Hell, that's why we so distracted to wonder we ain't got nowhere to go. And everybody want to know what's the problem. Peaceful protests have never gotten us anything. You will never find whites peacefully protesting and ever accomplishing nothing. Everything whites have got have been through violence, have been through theft, have been through manipulation, have been through drugs, everything they got. Tell them to show you one piece of their white history where they ever accomplished anything through prayer. Hell, you up there saying you know prayer changed things. Who you praying to? Just check. How many of y'all know history? Studied history. Been taught history. Give me an event. White people coming something nonviolent. White people coming something with prayer. Give me here. I got people here to teach it. Do I not? Come on, teacher. Tell me something. Give me something factual. Why am I praying, mother? I'm confused. The people I'm under that told me about the Constitution, tell me about their founding father, what they came and they did, told me about the Revolutionary War, told me about the Civil War. Everything he got has been about war. His history. What history does he have that don't involve war? Rebellion. How the hell I'm going to come up with something and I have no rebellion, I have no war, I have no economization. And I sit here and I read a book that all the men been telling me about is war. I can't read and get through a chapter without, here's another war. Here's a battle. His whole history been battle and war. How in the hell I'm here on my knees steadily praying and I'm not getting up realizing my book teach me about wars. Yep. We have book of wars. We've accomplished absolutely nothing through what these people tried to tell us. We've accomplished to get to where we got and took over a land through wars. Through battle. That's how we done it. Y'all all right? Yeah. How did Shaluma come up to make people be tributary to him if he had no wars? You got to have power to make people be subject to you. People just don't naturally walk up and become subject. They got to feel that something can be done against them or for them. Whites don't do anything for us because they don't feel like you can do nothing against them. When whites know that you can invoke the same punishment and greater to them that they do to you, then they'll respect you. then they'll respect you. Y'all all right? All right, go on the street and do that stuff. Nobody just don't give up no respect. You got to earn your, you go to jail, you got to earn your, nobody want, oh, you give, no. You got to earn your respect. Y'all all right? Okay. At the end of the day, all that time we get through, when you got the parking lot, go left or right, these crowds can gun you down. Any way they want to. On tape, video. Am I lying? I say this, ain't a damn thing you can do about it. And a damn thing your mama can do about it, your daddy can do about it, your brothers, your friends, and no black politician, no black lawyer, no black judge can do a damn thing about it. Now you tell me about your peaceful protest. You tell me about your we shall overcome. You know how it leads songs like We Shall Overcome too? Somebody who masturbate. That's the only person I say, it's not something I'm gonna sing. Ain't no we should do nothing. I'm gonna make my own way. Some songs just ain't got on nowhere. Someday? When is someday? Hell, I'm hungry, Megan. I wanna eat. She's starving. You know you wanna eat, Megan? Someday. How the hell I'm gonna say him? Someday. If I'm hungry, I want to eat right now. I want to eat right. You're not going to tell me no Sunday. I want mine right now. Y'all all right? I don't know. Maybe I'm going crazy. Y'all all right? I'm just tired. I'm just tired of what whites get to do and what they can say, how these people operate, how these people do stuff. And you ain't got no rights. You still hadn't matriculated anyway. You only in your mind. You convinced yourself that you've accumulated some, or you matriculated some. You hadn't. You still in the same rat hole you've been in. These crackers can pull you over and beat you today, right out here in the street. Black folk ride by, stop. Oh hell, they'll pull the phone, and they say, "What you doing?" Hit the gas and go. Hell, the black police officers sit there and watch them beat you. And you know they're gonna tell them that blue. You don't tell them that blue. Your ass gonna be red and black though. That blue gonna still stand. We ain't in no better situation. We actually worse. In the 1980s, I was in a gang. We were rough. We did all kinds of stuff. Man, my gang, I didn't. I was telling them, I had gang. Listen, they live to fight the police. I had friends, listen, if they was in a fight, they will stop fighting you just to fight the police. Live to do it. Never got shot. This in the 1980s. Hey, you know you ain't finna beat no police up. And you definitely ain't finna tell no police now you're fighting. Hey, you just pull your ID out, you shot. Man, we're in the worst time that we ever been. Even during the 60s and all, when they killed those three civil rights leaders, when those three civil rights voters, whatever they want to call them, went out here trying to get people to vote, they should have been telling people to get a gun. Had they had a gun, it would have made a difference on history. Isn't that right? Hell, it'd have been 3 dead and a couple of white crackers too. I'm just saying change the odds. You know what we got to do? They can take how they want to do. They don't do what they want to do. Y'all will say them out. Somebody in this room, and y'all will say them out. Hell, y'all will put me on the stake and take me around there and give me them crackers. And I do, I'm going to drop my pants down. You ain't going to know why. Just, I don't want to go that y'all kiss my ass before I go. Everybody sell me out. Because you know why? I got a real care for my people. Everybody else got to care for them. Any other race, they got to care. Those Sioux Indians out there, you know what they out there fighting about? Those people went, did y'all see the news with them Sioux Indians out there? Those people went to jail. They were beat. They put dogs on them. They fought back until they defended that land. You know, they said that was the land of their ancestors. That is a direct lie. And they fought for a lie. Why the hell I'm so quick to just die and go home when I know my story's the truth? Why I get sent home? Why I got to be told to go to bed at 10 o'clock? They bring out a black woman, hell done got something out of a damn Ouija board, stuck it on her church. She said, listen, I want y'all ass at home in the bed. She said, because I got to be in the bed at 9 o'clock. I want y'all. Seriously? You talking about we out here marching because they killing people that look like you and me, and you want me home what time? Who asked you kissing? They act like we was in the street because we ain't had nothing else to do. Because we had a damn breakdance convention or something. We was out here because Freddie Gray was wrongfully killed. A man that took off running, came back. The man was hog-tied, couldn't walk, picked up, walking, responsive. You see them get in the van. Hell, they picked him up and stuck him up like this. This is the last we see. You see them get in, and then they narrated it to you. Coherent and responsive. Drugging, feet dragging, he could walk. Hell, this is, see, I don't play stuff. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't talk to me like that. See, I lose it. Because I'm like, hell, you insult my intelligence now. You ain't going to tell me I don't see what I see now. It's responsive, coherent, dragging my feet while you hold my arm, and I'm sitting here and you can see my spine is definitely damaged. You tell me I was walking, you pick him up and stick him on a ladder, he like this, finna go in the van, you push him in, saying, and he got in the van, his own accord. Go to court, they brought a black prosecutor who did a great job, who's getting sued. See, you can't help, you know what they do, you know why they do that? And you know why, if I were her, I'd charge every nigga I killed. Come tell you what, she took a big stand. Now, this is what happened with dealing with black people, what made me so angry with you. Hell, I'll go with you if you're going to go all the way. If you're going to ride and die now, I'll go with you. Hell, you ain't going to leave me sitting out there, your ass done set back there hollering, it's him. But the fact that they left her out there and she getting sued for that, she's going to lose her job, her life is being threatened. She came out and told you that boy had done nothing wrong. The knife that he had on him was perfectly legal. He was harassed. And then we come up with nobody convicted. Only one person convicted out of the whole situation, the damn van. The police them that chased him, that had him on the ground with a knee in his back, that beat him. They couldn't walk. They put him in there, put him in the van, threw him around driving, and then he got out, took him straight from there to the hospital. Y'all saw the man's neck was sitting in what's called a brace. The man was on life support. Hell, the only person they could convict was the van. The 5 people that handled him, not one of them was ever convicted. All of them had their jobs reinstated, and them bastards have their money with interest. Freddie Gray is dead. The van is guilty. That should insult you. That should insult you because you'll sit back and you'll say that's him. That could be your ass. Anytime these crackers get ready, they do this stuff at Liberty. They do it to us at Liberty. And you know what? Rightfully so. What you going to do? If your life was worth something to you, you'll snap and do something about it. Hell, it ain't worth nothing anyway. That's what he done told you all your life. He done educated you to believe you ain't nothing. Why would you snap and do something for yourself? Hell, they better go home and look out the window, watch them crackers walk around your house with torches. I wish them crackers would come to my house and torch. I'm shooting their ass. I shoot your kids too. Yep. Playing no foolishness like that. Y'all hear me? I'm like Malcolm here, they take these here bullets for them sheets. Hell, you go cut some holes, your mama's sheet come to my house and be playing. I don't play, somebody came out of a trick or treat. Hell, I dropped that layers on their ass. They was at that door, that lady trick or treat. I said, get away from my damn door. I ain't got no damn candy. They was, listen, they were rolling. So I ain't got no damn candy. You got no lights on trick or what? Blow y'all asses off their porch. Got time to be playing with no wizard. I know they the kids. Hell, what your kid doing at my door? Hell, you a burglar. If I ain't got my lights on, I ain't got none of that shit them in my yard. I can see if I got all that shit them all in my yard, all on my door. I ain't got none of it. Why you here? Ain't no lights. Why the hell you at my door? Why are you a burglar? I'm finna make that look like some melted Milky Way. Ain't that right? I'm serious. I don't play that stuff. Get away from him. Y'all all right? Yes, sir. I be feeling bad. I got our people playing with witchcraft and sorcery. What you gonna dress your kid like a witch for? Your book told you ain't even supposed to suffer a witch to live. An enchanter, a charmer, none of this stuff. These crackers got a player that's a bewitched. When your book told you about a good witch? How the hell you good and you working sorcery? Witchcraft, see how they pray? A friendly ghost. That's an evil spirit. We ain't got nothing in our book about no ghost. Hell, he taught you about a Holy Ghost. Holy is Hindu. A ghost, that's an evil spirit. Just make a fool. And then nigga run around and slop. Everyone I got. Holy Ghost. Hell, I hope you get rid of it. So you better go take something. You gonna be around and shit them in your clothes. You keep jumping around like that. You don't bust your head all on the pew, pissed all in your clothes, mow y'all in. And what you say that is again? I hope I don't never get it. Then have other folks sitting in the church envious. How many of y'all wanted it? Hey, you ain't even mad at the fact folks done made a damn fool. I said, wig all on the floor. Look like dogs and cats been fighting. I want some of that. Man, folks, they made a fool out of her. Man, they made a fool out of her. Why folks don't get the shot when I be preaching like that? Started cutting down on, why they don't get out and I be telling they ain't supposed to be committing no fornicating adultery? Get up and run around then. Folks, man, they programmed. They know we're emotional. They made a fool out of us. Y'all hear me? They ain't calling us back. I got to get rid of them. Told y'all, where am I? Other two rooms, where am I now? Said to come on. Why Malcolm mad? Virgin! No, I'm just saying. It's something like that. Y'all know, y'all talk to him? Y'all know everything? Ain't no what I gave up and had sex with it, is it? It should be him. I mean, you ain't no had no sex. You shouldn't be late. I don't know. I'm asking. All right, we're going to get rid of him. Something wrong with y'all. Y'all ain't going to mess me up, though. Oh. I don't know if that came from the front or the back. I don't know that even. Let's go down and face toward the east. Eternal Kudash Alpha. Thank you, Most High Yahushua HaMashiach, for all your goodness and your eternal mercy. Thank you for blessing us to come, to assemble, to hear, that we might be convicted, we might be converted, that we might be saved. Believe in you for our health, our strength, our mind, and our keeping. Ask you to blot out our sins and our transgression. As you remember Abraham, Yasakut, Yaakov, the Yahudim, Yashral, in the way of Yah. Be merciful unto us that we might receive your dabarim. Give us the instruction which is prevalent for salvation. Being our guide, being our strength, and being our shield. Remembering your Shamayim and your host, Jerusalem, our homeland. That if we forget it, let us forget the skill of our right hand. That if we don't prefer it above our chief joy, let the tongue clave to the roof of our mouth. We thank you for all things you've said and you've done, remembering the hearers, that they might become even doers of your dabarim. And those that had a desire and heart to be here, that are still pressing to be on their way, be a blessing, be a keeper to them. Remember Sister Belinda, her family, their bereavement. Remember Sister Sandy. Remember Sister Liz and her condition. Be a healer, be strength to her. And as we prepare to move further in this service, we pray and ask if you will, you take full control. That you get the honor, you get the praise, and you get the glory. But this is our prayer in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, we pray. Let us all say, Amat. Woo! Y'all all right? It's good to be here. I just get so angry with these people, how they treat us. Y'all don't, a lot of people don't even get mad about our situation, do it. Y'all know we're going to have to lose some of us, though, right? In a war, you got to have some losses. That's what made the victory so sweet. You keep fighting to win to try to make sure the people that died, that came behind you, that they didn't die in vain. That's what you do. Y'all all right? Y'all don't want to do that, do you? How many of y'all in here don't want to die? Then fight to live. Fight to live then. Prove to me you don't want to die and fight to live. See, you don't even realize these people make a fool out of you. You say, that's why I don't do nothing. That's why I try to stay away from stuff. I try to stay out of trouble. I try not to do nothing. I try to get caught by these people because I don't want to die. You don't want to die, fight to live. Y'all hear me? I'm telling you, that's why I be packing. I'm going to prove that I don't want to die. If it come down to your ass over mine, I'm going to show you. I ain't going to pray about it either. There ain't no contest. You over me? Ain't no need it. What am I asking? I already know what got to happen. It must be you. Y'all hear me? All right. I'm trying to tell y'all better get your survival skill on. We can't keep going the way we're going. Y'all got me? The first thing we got to do, and I truly believe it wholeheartedly, to really get to where we got to be and do what we got to do, and we got to get out of the sin business. We here. This is an attempt to collect the debt. That's the only reason we're here, to collect the debt. And I'll be honest with our people. We have got to get out of the old stereotype of the nonviolent way, the Christian way of praying, and just leave stuff and let stuff alone and let it live. That's why we're in the condition that we're in. Because we let things alone. We didn't bother things, and we assumed things. And it came back to be our hurt. When the man told us not to make a league with these people, this was sin. This was sin that you made agreement with these people. And we believed in our hearts that it was going to work out to our benefit. Y'all hear me? The only reason why I'm speaking the way I'm speaking concerning these issues, and people say, you know, Tony Smith has changed, he just seems like he's out there, it's because my condition changed. When things hit home and reality really set in, you realize it's no more, you know, just do what you're supposed to do, stay low under the radar, and you'll be fine. Hell, this cracker all in the clouds. Why I got to stay down there and I got to hell fly through the mud and through the sewer? I ain't no Mexican. Y'all hear me? Why? I ain't bothering nobody. I got a right to be him. And I ain't got time to explain no white man, no white woman why I should be here. Why? That's an insult to my intelligence. That you're going to set me on the table, put about 50 crackers on the other end of me, and hell have me talking to mine. I got to stop. Yes, sir, Senator. I believe I have a right to live. Me too. I'm not doing that. That insult my. I'm not going to ask no. I'm not going to do that. Some stuff insult my intelligence. Y'all hear me? I'm not going to ask no white man, explain no white woman why I should be him, why you shouldn't look at me funny. Hell, why I should be able to drag out the water. I don't know no explanation why I do nothing. Y'all don't understand that's an insult to us. Why am I explaining you why? Hell, how did you get him? That's right. You know damn well I ain't make myself. That's right. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to listen to your insults, your camaraderie trying to explain me and trying to tell me about I'm a disease or curse when you know in actuality that would be more of your statement. That's more of your existence. But it's just the mere fact we've gotten ourselves reduced down to we explain ourselves to white people or why we should live. I got to explain to him why are you so angry? Why won't you just let it? Hell, that's the problem. Everybody that's been handling this situation, I need to handle it. Y'all hear me? It's just to a point that you have to get stirred in yourself to realize something has to change. And it's only going to change when we unite. First, by the Debunking. This is our true connection to salvation and freedom from these people. You can't free yourselves now with just a carnal mind. I don't want it to seem as though we can free ourselves because we have guns and we become smarter. We've been trained by these, but we can transfer. What we have to have is the ruach from Yahuah. We have to have the mindset from Yahuah to be able to free ourselves. Because you get yourself out from your condition and you don't have no governing, you're only going to make a worse situation than what you're in. The last thing we need now is to go out with the leadership of insufficient men, insufficient women. It is. Because the average of us, your whole functionality has been through somebody else governing you. You've never had the governing of the Debunking. You've never gone through and learned how to survive for yourself. All of your survival training has come from him. Huh? You hungry? You go till you see a QT if you can't get to a restaurant. And you go in QT and you get you one of them damn churros or get you a hot dog or get you one of them damn funny apple thing. This stuff, or go get you a slushie. Huh? Just being honest, go to a racetrack. Stop at a Taco Bell. See, he's been programmed. He's taught you how to survive. So he know when he moved these things away from you, you've already been manipulated. You don't have no survival skill in your home. If he ain't already made it, prepared, and set up and sanctioned it, you don't know what to do. So you see the reason why we got to be taught. Debunking. Appreciate y'all. You know, like I said, I don't owe these people no explanation for how I feel. Hell, you see my condition. At this point, it's an insult even sit down and explain to white people. Just tell me, why again is it? See, it means you don't care, and it means you insult my intelligence. Huh? How can you forget? Hell, you the one to invoke it. You the one to respond. So for me to sound and explain it to you, it's an insult. Here go somebody at the sheriff department come into the prison cell, ask God, now why you locked up? Hell, you got all my paperwork. You know why I'm locked up. You the one putting me in this. This is an insult. Why am I explaining you why I'm locked up? You got all my paperwork. People don't realize the sheriff department is responsible for whether or not you getting out early or not. Otherwise, if the judge rule over. Otherwise, once you get into the prison cell, that's all in the hands of the sheriff department. Well, a lot of y'all didn't know that, did you? So they ain't going to tell you that. But anyway, it's just a lot of stuff we don't know. There's a lot of things that happen to us on a daily basis. We're just ignorant to it. Y'all got it? We're so blissed till we looking at it, and we got to get out that mindset. I'm fine. They not mess with me. It don't go, you a lie. Wherever your black face at, trouble gonna follow. Y'all hear me? Wherever you at, trouble gonna follow. Y'all hear me? They can always come and get you. They don't ever think you safe because you with no white people. They come get no white. They gonna get them. They'll come get your little black ass and leave them white folks right there. And them white folks you with now will turn on your little black ass and leave you right there. Listen, I be a fool. Let me tell you something. You know why them people in the north help you escape too? Because they went to a lot of their deaths. Y'all at best they just gonna get the niggas and kill them and take them on out. You think a lot of them put their lives on the line because they were gonna be killed and murdered and they kids? Hell no. You had the most to lose. But see, you always running to think everybody like somebody did. Nobody did nothing for your ass. Everybody did something for you because it was to their advantage. If you hadn't been to an advantage of other people, nobody's gonna do nothing for you, baby. That's crazy. That's crazy. You gonna benefit. Ain't no pimp gonna sit out and look over no hoe and make sure nothing don't happen to her itself. She gonna give him money. She gonna help pay for his lifestyle. She gonna help pay for his car. She gonna help him look good. He can show among his friends what he had. Nobody ever did. We got to stop getting out of this. We owe. Hell, the first thing we won't owe none of these people nothing. Everybody help you, it's been in their benefit. How y'all remember the Godfather? How many of y'all remember it well? I can't believe you getting it. I take Fredo in when y'all having a hard time. He said, first of all, let's get this straight. You took him in because we bagged your casino. That's why you took him in. Don't go try to play like you did us no favor. They always try to throw stuff that look like they help you. In the movie, he tried to throw back at Michael's face when he came to buy that casino that they helped him out by this family by taking his brother. He let him know, no, you took him in because we bankrolled your casino. You took him in because another family guaranteed his safety. So don't come talking about what you did for us. Nobody did nothing. Don't sit down and listen to no story about no white folks and nobody else did nothing. That's a lie. Everybody did something for you, it was because it's to their benefit. Stop thinking you indebted to people. You can't do that. Hell, how much thank you for giving me, thank you and keep thanking you? Well, hell, my debt ain't been settled. First, let me get out. Y'all hear me? Let me get out my situation. Then I can look back and see what I need to think. We hadn't even got out of our situation, so who's helped us? If I'm still in the situation, who has helped you? You're still in the same debt, same impoverished situation that you were in when your forefather was living. Then who helped you? Explain to me what race helped you. If they helped you, you shouldn't be in the situation. That's bad. This is just bad. Just bad, the mindset that we have and how long we've been thinking like this and we hadn't sat down and got real reality check and looking at. Nobody's helped us. You still out here by yourself. You still out here by yourself. Come on, get this right quick. Abarim 5 and 10. Listen.
Called of Elohim and Rosh Kohan after the order of Melchizedek, of whom we have many things to say and hard to be uttered, seeing ye are dull of hearing.
What happened?
For the time ye ought to be teachers.
What happened?
Ye have need that one teach you again.
Which be what?
The first principles of the oracles of Elohim.
Y'all hear that? Their definition for oracles is divinely inspired. Oracles is divinely inspired. They'll take that, they'll put it on. They'll take oracles and they'll put it other places and put it on your computers. They'll make it software and other stuff you got to use. You got to watch these people because a lot of stuff they take and tell you the oracle is not divinely inspired. It's inspired by by your slave master. They want the credit and they try to make themselves or put themselves on the same plateau. These white people have set up enough stuff that you wind up worshiping them and you don't even know it. Everything they give you, they're always trying to tie in and show a connection to our God, trying to use to our Elohim, trying to use their deities. The same way we talked about with Dionysus. Amazing, a man that has an earthly mother, but a quote-unquote spiritual father, but still counted as a God, but a different type of God. Amazing, because the Elohim that we have has a son, a being, Yahuah, who had a earthly, a rich mother. Y'all got me? Who sits in two places because he became a mediator. It made sense because it said a mediator is not a mediator of what was it? But a two. But he said, but Elohim is one. The reason why we find him being both, as we would say, human and divine. Y'all hear me? Because the book told us we have not a high Kohan that cannot do what? Can't feel our infirmity. He couldn't do that if he wanted us. The book said for such a high Kohan became us, who was harmless, undefiled, separate from sinners. That was his prayer. He said we'd be the first principle of the oracles of God and do what else?
And are become such as have need of milk.
And what else?
Not of strong meat.
Tell them why.
For every one that useth milk
is
unskillful in the dabari of Sadiq.
Tell them what happened, son.
For he is a babe.
For he is a babe. And what happened?
But strong meat belongeth to them that are of full age.
By what?
Even those who by reason of use have their senses exercised to discern both taub and evil.
Listen.
Therefore, leaving the principles of the doctrine of the Mashiach,
do what?
Let us go on unto perfection.
Doing what?
Not laying again the foundation of repentance from dead works.
Now he's going to another chapter, but it's right though. That's exactly right though. That's what we have to do. But you got to understand, in order to understand, to overstand. In order to do that, we got to do some things. Y'all hear me? We got to mature to do that. He told us let her go on because he said not laying, what was it again?
Not laying again the foundation of repentance from dead works.
You know who does that? A babe. A child will constantly keep messing up. That's why you buy Pampers. You don't put Pampers, you shouldn't be putting them on an adult that don't have any type of, physical ailments or deficiency. But for us, we should be going on to perfection. Not laying again. So you look at your maturity, and that's what these people have. This is what they've always used and calculated the reason why we keep being destroyed, because they looked at our maturity level is not there. Why you think for years white people have always been calling you boy and girl, even your elderly people were older? They kids, they tried to show you still haven't matured. And that was a sign from him letting you know you still have matriculated. You still don't know what your doctrine is. You still don't know your law. You've been so adamant about being a law-abiding citizen that you had looked at being a citizen of Elohim. A lot of y'all in here can boast yourselves on how many times are you not ever having a ticket. A lot of you can boast yourself on how many times or you've never been arrested or only one time it was minor or it was wrongful. But you can't boast yourself when it comes down to the law. This is where you're boasting. Let me hear your boasting in the law. How you hadn't transgressed. How you constantly been obedient. How you been consistent. But you constantly been going back doing the very thing he told you. You never left. And the reason you hadn't left because you hadn't matured. And it's time for us to mature that we can take on some meat. Because we have to get ready to make other adjustments. When we make those adjustments, it's going to put more light on us. Y'all hear me? The more order we take on, the more people are going to be able to see us. The more our knowledge is going to be able to radiate. People are watching us, folks. You hear me? And it's time for us to get back into the graces of Elohim so we can take the stand we need to do in order to free ourselves. The last thing we need to do is get out here and we have anarchy because you have no governing. Our people don't need to be free without governing. We need government. You hear me? That's why even when he came, we were looking for him, he told us you're going to have to have government. We've seen the detriment of our people leading themselves. Huh? We've seen the detriment. He told us something about it. As for my people, children become the oppressor. And who else leads? Women. Oh, my people, they which lead thee cause thee to what? And they destroy the way of your path. Isn't that right? Moshe already knew about us. In the book of Bamidbar, 27 and 50, he told us, let Yahuah, the Elohim of all flesh, set a who? On a noose over the congregation. Isn't that right? Because you need government. You need somebody to tell you it's time for us to go. It's time for us to come in. Huh? So that the congregation of Yahuah be not as sheep that don't have a raha, which is our shepherd. Y'all hear me? And that's the thing we got to look at. Dawood came along and let her know, Yahuah is my shepherd. Huh? He let her know the exact the functionality of a shepherd. I shall not want. There going to be things we shouldn't be lacking. Huh? He make me. You need that governing. We have to have that governing. We just don't need the governing of oppressive people. Right. We don't need people that have been working for our demise. And our demise that come up because we've been dealing with these other lovers. Huh? And as Prince tried to tell us, you need another lover like you need a hole in your head. That's how he told Ever the truth, though. You need another lover like you need a hole. How many of y'all need a hole in your head? Craig, I'm really worried about you. I'm concerned about you. That's all. But that's the truth. You don't need no hole in your head. You don't need that man governing you. Y'all hear me? We need people governing for our welfare. Y'all hear me? People that know exactly what we need, who's for the care of us and our kids. We don't have that. And it's not about no party. Hell, it's time out for party. Isn't that right? It's time for the party to stop. Yeah. It's time, like Jermaine Jackson said, let's get serious. Let's get serious and fall in love. Y'all hear me? With Yahuah. Right. Come on, give me that 7 and 13. Abarim, 7 and 13. Listen.
For he of whom these things are spoken pertaineth to another tribe, of which no Anus gave attendance at the altar.
What happened, son?
For it is evident that our Malak sprang out of Yehudah.
What happened?
Of which tribe Mushah spake nothing concerning Kohan.
Listen.
And it is yet far more evident, for that after the similitude of Melchizedek there ariseth another Kohan.
Listen.
Who is made not after the law of a carnal commandment, but after the power of an endless life. Mm-hmm. For he testifieth, thou art a Kohan forever after the order of Melchizedek.
Listen.
For there is verily a disannulling of the commandment going before, for the weakness and unprofitableness thereof.
What are we talking about? For the mere fact, you look at the different things that we offer for sin. It was not possible, the book told us, that it should take away sin. Not only that, we look at the men that we had that went to offer them. Because of infirmity, they weren't able to continue. Y'all got me? We're still in the same state. That's why we got to make the transformation now to turn to Yahuah. For the same reason, we're in the same state. We keep constantly losing people because of the infirmity, the weakness of our flesh. And it's time for us to turn now and look at a better commandment that's been established for us, that are established upon better promises. Y'all got me? And we sit here today and we don't look at, our situation should have been changed. The whole problem had been our people love darkness more than they love light. Huh? It's just being honest. We got to free ourselves, people, in every fashion. We got to free ourselves, but at first, it's going to come down with the obedience of the Dabarim. Come on.
For the law made nothing perfect.
What happened?
But the bringing in of a better hope did.
We know that, don't it? You hear that? He said the law didn't make nothing perfect. It just did not make them perfect. Now we start looking at this whole thing was given to us was by faith. It just didn't. The law is equivalent, just use a demonstration we talked about before. We have signs on these streets. Who know what the speed limit is? How many of y'all don't know what the speed limit is on this sign? On this street, how many of y'all don't know what the posted speed is? Can I see it? How many of y'all ride down this street? And when you ride down this street, how many of y'all that ride down this street don't know what the posted sign is? Posted speed limit. It ain't got no power. It don't have any power to make you know it. When they put a police officer out there, you see somebody doing it number, pointing at their car. You're behind automatic start. The first thing you look for, what's the speed sign? That's what he did. He had to put something that would invoke you, to make you get concerned, to make you care, to make you desire to want to know. Because you start looking at, I can't afford another ticket. I can't afford my insurance to come. I can't afford to get stopped. I could wind up getting myself killed by breaking the law. That's what you know when they come down to his Dabarim. It's a detriment to you. And it's bad when you wait till something comes up to happen that you start to go back and look and start to search yourself to look at, now I need to stop, now I need to investigate, now I need to find out, now I need to know because it's critical. Why are you hearing the Dabarim today? It's critical for you. Huh? It's just a matter of time for somebody to be sitting out there waiting to stop you, and the person that's waiting to stop you is waiting to kill you. You got me? That's the same thing we found when they came down to Balaam. When Balaam finally got himself in a stop situation, he was stopped because of the law, and when he found out the force of the law was getting ready to kill him. And that's what's happened to a lot of us sitting here now. Y'all keep playing, you keep violating, you keep going until eventually you're going to find somebody sitting there in your way. And that person in the way is going to let you know, if you continue, well, you ain't going to know that. But a lot of you just going to continue. You're going to find yourself surely dead. Y'all hear me? And that's been the detriment of the whole time we've been here. The law just couldn't make a man do it. The book told you because it was weak. At the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 1. Y'all need to know this. Even when you look at these police killings, as you call them, and we, being murdered and being killed by these people are law enforcement officers. You know what's amazing as I sit here and I think about it nowadays? How many of y'all in here never broke the law? That's amazing. So if I be correct, I have nobody in this room that's never broken the law. That's never broken the law. How many of y'all in here have never broken the law? Well, Romans 6:23. Everybody gonna get me Romans 7:1. How y'all work that out? Y'all all right? Listen.
For the wages of sin is death.
For what is it now?
For the wages of sin is
What
death.
is sin? Sin is a transgression of the law. Are we sure about that? All right. Aleph. Yahuah. Three. 2. Well, matter of fact, make it 3 and 1. So the whole thing is about love. Listen.
Behold, what manner of love the Abba hath bestowed upon us,
That.
we should be called the Ben of Elohim.
Question. What type of love is this? What kind of love is this that we should be called the Bens of Elohim? Therefore,
The Aritz knoweth us not,
why?
because it knew him not.
So if it knew him not, what did they do? Well, they don't know me. Tell me what's going to happen to me. I'm curious. I'm going to die. They're going to wind up killing me. So we can see our connection. This is why white people are afraid of you. This is why people call you animals. And they name you by all these different titles. That's why they gun you down and kill you. They didn't know him. How you expect them to know you? You just didn't know your connection, did you? Listen.
Beloved, now are we the Ben of Elohim,
And it doth not,
yet appear what we shall be,
but we know
that when he shall appear,
we
shall be like him.
for.
We shall see him as he is.
And what happened?
Every anus that hath this hope in him
Purified.
himself,
Even.
as he is pure.
What happened?
Whosoever committeth sin
Doth what?
transgresseth also the law.
And what happened?
For sin is the transgression of the law.
And what happened?
Ye know that he was manifested to take away our sins.
So he took away the penalties of sin? Did he take away the penalties of sin? Or let me say the penalties of sin. Did he take away the reward that you receive from sin? Because we just heard that the wages of sin is what was it? And we just learned that sin is a transgression of the law. Well, if you, by your own testament or your own testimony, confession, or by not admitting, have actually admitted that you've broken the law, you gotta die. You gotta die. That's just talking about man's law. Let me be clear about this. I'm talking about man's law. I am clear that we've all broken man's law. Am I clear with that? The wages of sin is death. It wouldn't make sense to let you obey man's law if you didn't keep his law. The reason why a lot of things hadn't worked for us and doesn't work for us, who you loving? If he's not going to be first and foremost in everything we do, you're going to always falter, you're going to always fail, you're going to always come up short, and you're going to always find it's something always going to be pursuing you. At the book of Shaphatim, chapter 2, at verse 12. And we'll get back to the book of Romans, 8 and 1. Book right now. Listen.
And they forsook Yahuah Elohim of their fathers,
Y'all hear what happened? They forsook the Elohim of their fathers. What happened?
which brought them out of the land of Mitzrayim.
You know what's amazing? Because just him starting and they say, and they forsook the Elohim. It just said they forsook the Elohim.
Of their fathers.
Because we were always told about serving these other gods that you nor your fathers knew. The people that were before you didn't serve them. They didn't know of them. So you look at a lot of times, we've taken on these gods, these religions, and a lot of times we found ourselves be so independent and so bright and so conscientious. Now, you know the younger generation, they're more bright and more conscientious, more alert, and they're not just going what's customary. They're looking for new things, and that's been our fault. Looking for something new, trying to find what else is out here, because there's so many different variations and interpretation, and this is what'll send you to hell. But when he came back, he looked at, you forsook the one your fault. We go back to look at our existence here and our hope of being gathered and being in the presence of Elohim. It's all based upon a promise he made to Abraham, Yasakut, Yaakov. You know that? And it's sad to the fact, and we should be sad, and I'm sad for the fact that we haven't looked at that. You'll have anybody in a Christian church, any religion, that have a hope of going somewhere. Based upon what promises? Based upon what statements? Well, you know, we all believe. Who did he tell this to? According to what? Our hope is in the promises that he spake concerning our Father. Because of those promises, this is the only way that we have been engrafted in. Only because those promises are sitting on such better hope than anything we've ever had. And you've only learned about it through the teachings of the law. The teachings of the law is what enlightened you to know about these promises. The keeping of the law did not get you there. It was a belief. Because you can do it and still fall short. You could do it when you look at how many people have came and kept but didn't have the perfect heart. All the men that he established his covenant, his oath with, he looked at the hearts of these people. Their heart and their love was toward Elohim. Yours is when things benefit you. When you had your good days. The people who loved him were consistent. Y'all hear me? These people kept it with a perfect heart. The time was not a factor for them. To go and tell a man in 100 year of his life that Sarah is going to bring forth you a son. What did she do? She yasakut. He yasakut. It means he laughed. He laughed. And they said, you know what? We should be more serious. He gave you Yasakut, which is a promise. He laughed. That's why Sarah laughed and named him Yasakut. He laughed. Me, 100 years old, Sarah, whose wound is closed, gonna bring. He believed, and it was counted him for righteousness. It was faith. He believed it. You don't believe. You only believe once things come to pass for you. That's dangerous. Abraham, Yasakut, Yaakov, they believed. They believed before they saw it. And that's the thing that you lack and you fall short on. We're trying to get back to the principal thing of why we hold to these promises that we have. Y'all got me? So when you start looking at the law and the law working, we're going back to look at, they kept the law, but they believed. Y'all hear me? A lot of us in here, we are hearers and not doers. At that point, you have deceived yourself. A lot of us do out of convenience. Because when we don't feel like it, we don't. Somebody make us mad, what it is. Then I come back, I repent, I get together. This was not the behavior of them. He counted these men as perfect. Men like Noah. You ain't never seen it rain before. And I tell you, the bill of ark, the end of all flesh is come. I will destroy a noose whom I made. And that man started building an ark. He believed. He could have did like a lot of other people, just procrastinated, wait around. If I ain't never seen it before, I don't believe it. I don't believe it until I see it happen. That's not Noah. Noah did not only build for himself. The book says he built for the saving of his house. That's the same reason why Yahuah came. He built for his house. When we found out that Yahuah, his father, had went up during the time of taxing, why did he go up? Because he was of the house. This was the customary of the house. I'm going up. This is my tribe. I represent, and I'm going up for the house. And he went up. He took his wife, and he took his son. We start looking up. We're too individualized. We have to work as a clan. We have to strategize. We got to get back. He told, don't remove the old landmark. Let's get back to what they kept. He told you, look at what happened to our people. Make it 2 and 1. Let's see what happened. Shafatim, the old white, you'll call it Book of Judges. They say I should be angry. I'm always angry. You know, laugh, I'm angry. I get through there, I gotta look at this hellhole I'm in. I look at this situation we in, and the sad part is we ain't even got a mindset our people organizing, breaking ourselves. Hell, we got gay women and men out here fighting. And they don't know what the hell they fighting for. You better stop you putting your pickle in no man behind you. Should be stopped. You ought to be convicted. Hell, you ought to be condemned to hell. People fight. You got people marching for the right for women to kill babies. They out there on the street marching for the right to kill babies. Hell, then you know what they're going to say? Donald Trump going to kill us. Hell, you ought to die. How you killing babies and saying Donald Trump going to kill you? That's a moron. You got men and women out here marching for the right to have sex and marriage, and it's contrary to even science. Science don't even agree with it. Science got to be compromised. Science had to be manipulated. You ain't got to manipulate no man to sleep with no woman. That's just nature. That's nature. That's crazy. You take a virgin man and a virgin woman, they gonna know what to do. That's nature. To me, you know damn well you ain't got no business putting your chocolate in that man peanut butter. Right. You went around there bumping damn gum. Your teeth ain't no comb. Right. Tell me you gonna straighten her out. That thing that tight anyway. Go and give me some. 900. 99,800. And 6 more. Teeth comb straighten. I mean, it just came. All right, anyway. All right. Like a man that masturbated, it just came. I don't know what happened. But anyway, what we're going to 999,800 and 5 more. I'm just running through them all of a sudden. I better say something. But anyway, the thing becomes, we got to get back to the principal part of why we're in this mess we're in. And we talked about before, if you take a person to the doctor, they say got an ailment, got a sickness, and you might think of yourself what you need, but it's going to be the proper thing to do. Let's just do an examination, which means we check everything. We check the eye, we check the hearing. We ask you to stick out your tongue. We check your heart rate. We check your pulse. We check your heartbeat. We check your blood pressure. We want to check all of the basics. And we come back to look at why because I'm just being honest, looking at how we're affected today still, and we're actually in a worse situation, making more money with more education, with the ability to get better guns. Hell, they still killing. You can't get no worse than what we got. That's the part that hurt. It'd be different. We say, if we had guns, if we had jobs, if we had an education. See, our forefathers kept thinking this was their relief. If we could get in these schools and in these universities, if we could vote, all this stuff he came back to try to show us over and over again, none of this has ever benefited us. Their system was never designed for, it was designed for them. Y'all hear me? And the fact that you keep trying to matriculate in a system that was not designed for you is an insult. And that's why it only gets worse and worse for us. Come on, 2 and 1. Let's see what happens. Listen.
And a Malachi of Yahuah came up from Gilgal to Bochim, and said, I made you to go up out of Mitzrayim, and have brought you unto the land which I swear unto your fathers.
Yes.
And I said, I will never break my covenant with you.
See that? He said, I'll never break my covenant with you. What happened?
And ye shall make no league with the inhabitants of this land.
That's amazing. We went down. When you supposed to do it?
And ye shall make no league with the inhabitants of this land.
You know what, though, Brandon? That's a nasty attitude. You know what I'm saying? Somebody walk, hey, how you doing? I'm from the land over here. That ain't the Christian thing to do, though. Just being honest. What would Jesus do in a situation like that? Hell, he'll go back. Make me make a damn league with him, get my damn head busted, get my wife raped and my kids killed. Then I just pray about it. Because this is the fact, what we didn't realize. Everywhere you were sent to dwell, you were going to disinherit these people. It don't make no sense to make no league with you. I'm going to be getting you out of him. And to make any kind of friendship league with you is going to make it harder. Send me up and further, don't do it. It's going to get tight. They're going to get me. I like Leon. He said, disinherit Leon. Him and his family settled in. His kids go to the same school my kids go to. So you didn't believe to do what I told you. Don't make no, that's amazing we went back and come right back what I told y'all. Don't make no lead. I can show y'all time where to permit it. A lot of our fall have been through thinking everything and everybody been all right. If people hadn't had the mindset to conform to his law, his ritual, his statute, there is no agreement. We have no agreement. We don't. I can trade and do business with you. Can't make no league with you. You know what Yahuah told me? You're my friend. So if Abraham made confederate with some people, I wonder how that worked out. I know. No. What probably happened was they'll come and tell him to do, Abraham, come on, you Abraham, come on, you come on here and go meet in my church. Then I'm going to go with you to your synagogue. All right, then come back over here to my church. They're my friend, everybody. Yahuah said, you my friend if you do whatsoever I command you. He ain't tell nothing about it. We're going to tell each other to do nothing. So Abraham, who made confederate in the 14th chapter book about a sheep, I can't believe he made friend with nobody and did what they told him to do. When it came time to bury his wife, Sarah, he went and let the children help them and get in the land. He said, I pay. He knew. You know what kind of bastards y'all live. I'm going to put my damn wife in there. Y'all sorry-ass niggas will come back later to me. Can you come move her over here? My cousin and friend move her. Hell no, I'm going to pay you. I just know how y'all live. It's just better. The people we got, the way y'all do stuff is not the way we operate. He would not take it for free. They told you can have it. Don't worry about it. I'm going to pay y'all bastard because I know how y'all are. Hell, later on y'all will burn me. Tell a lie. Go call the damn police and holler I stole it. It's just best I pay. Anything kick up, you holler you did something. I can assure you I paid for it. You didn't do me nothing. I cut a deal, but whatever you sold it for, that was your business, but I paid you for it. That's why I try to get y'all out of always trying to take stuff for free. But when you deal with these people, it's just best to pay and make your own way. It's just better. I'm telling you, it never has been good for us that they don't come back and make you feel like you're in debt. Why do you think now a lot of our people won't step and do nothing? Hell, you owe them. You don't owe these people nothing. They took from you, manipulated. I'd have never been in this situation. You wouldn't have manipulated me. I don't owe you nothing. All this stuff he come over, even try to look genuine, he stole and took from you. And he's played on you. That's why Yahuah knew if you don't make no league with these people, you will see it's going to benefit you. If these people will not follow, if they will not obey his commandment and heed his word, no, there's no commitment. We got to break away. It's at the expense of us dying now. This ain't television no more. This reality. We're dying. Our kids are dying. These people, I was going to post today, I was looking at something I was looking through. Do y'all know these people have created a drug that can make you gay? They've already practiced it on frogs, other animals. When they did it to the frogs, produced breast, female hormone, and the male frogs didn't even desire the women frogs. They wanted the male frogs. They have already been using this, and it's a black scientist that went through and did the studies that showed them. They had him on the contract, and you know what else they tried to do? They tried to blackball him. They ran his reputation, destroyed him. This man had this is the kind of bastard. They know what your book say. Because he know if he can get you to be homosexual, all of him done gave you up. But see, guess how that happened though, Dad? If people in the street I didn't like, I wouldn't have took a damn thing from them. Because I don't like them. I didn't like them. I wouldn't have trusted. Y'all done had people like that y'all didn't like, you didn't trust. You'd have took something from it for, I made this drink for you. I got this. You'd be like, not you. I don't want nothing from you. Because I know you my enemy. You have to look at these people to that fashion to where you stop sitting around getting played. This is the kind of stuff he does. He told you he will come to you in sheep clothing. He will wear some of the same stuff you're supposed to wear. Underneath, he'll be a raven wolf. That's bad. Who got time to sit around? Me as a scientist, hypothetically, I taught these people are nothing but soothsayers. They learn from Mizraim. These people have been practicing witchcraft, potion making. This stuff ain't nothing new. That's amazing, because they got other medication. It's amazing. Most medication for black men come up to impotence. Hell, you don't want a woman, what you gonna want? Y'all be ran to go back to the doctor, get something from these people. First thing comes, I go to the doctor. Hell, he make you blind, you can't see. You be just like Yasaku. He couldn't discern that when he saw him. That's amazing. Mess around, put some hair on, put on a little perfume. And my wife. He couldn't even tell that one. He couldn't even tell his son, Dave. Said the smell. Smell like her. Got long hair like my wife got. That thing you know, you see him, that's amazing. I'm just telling you now, they've been watching you. Most of their drugs they come up with, especially my diabetes, and why I try to get them to leave the insulin. It always equates to the same thing. You get cataract, you're going to go blind. So you can't discern. He's always been using this on you. See, y'all don't realize this man is a technician. He's a technician. This will get you in violation. Yahuah told you he came to open the eyes. Who that was? Physically and of the Ruach, you are blind. Because you don't recognize a friend from a foe. There's a lot of people think it's white people out there think I'm a foe. I ain't no foe, because a lot of whites out there watch me. All of them are not guilty. Some of them don't know their own people lie and make them sick. Because they got to think about it. If the only people diabetics is black, this ain't hard to catch on to, man. So I need some white ones. So you'll say, he lying. Some white people is certain white people. He got to let some have Parkinson. You can't, this is the thing you got to learn. He learned. His people talk like niggas talk. You can't let everybody in your secret. Some of them you got to leave dumb. You got to leave them out there. You got to leave them dumb. They got to let some of them get infected and leave them out there. At their state, but look at when they'll break down. Hell, they finna die anyway. George Bush, hell, what, he 92? Hell, he should have been dead. White prophet just told you, hell, he wasn't going to make it out 2015. He took them 2 years, he supposed to give it to Ed Long. Ed Long was going to live 100 years plus 2. The fact he's still living that, that's some of the 2 years after Ed Long supposed to live his other 100. And hell, he dead. These crackers will do stuff like this. This is why white people need to watch their own. White people don't realize their own are dangerous to them. White people surfing off of greed. Y'all hear me? Greed. They thrive off of death and murder and rape, manipulation. They're not happy if they're not taking something, they're not killing something. If they're not it just ain't like, why you just can't damn be happy and just have your own stuff? Right. He ain't never satisfied. And because of that fact, you can't keep seeing him making these leads with it. Let's finish this up. Come on. Oh, boy, they need to finish the bind. We could have went somewhere. Come on, let's finish. I'm going to visit. She gone? Goodness. They're getting started. Come on.
And ye shall make no league with the inhabitants of this land. Ye shall throw down their altars, but ye have not obeyed my voice.
See the problem? Okay, you the first one to pick it up. No, they done told you to take up your cross daily. Was he talking about a literal cross? Talking about prepare to suffer. Had these crackers got you playing with this stuff, he done told you what their gods is. Wood and stone, silver and gold. This is their gods. White people don't make this stuff the way white people make it to worship it. Hell, look at every one of their trophies. Silver and gold. Ain't gonna put on a wooden base. He told you about these people. That's their gods. White folk love this. They told you, America, this is your idol. They learned to do the exact thing he told them not to do. He said, the day I spoke to you, I never showed you no image. Unless you're going to corrupt yourself. You're going to make unto you a man or a female or any likeness, and you got it anyway. Got her and her Greek reefs in of him. He been playing with it the whole time we've been here. That show your greatness. You put it up when people see it, they know you're a winner, they know you're a champion. Huh? They know you're the best because you have that God. You give homage to their God and you worship it. You sit there and get it, they kiss it, they pour a drink off it. It's amazing. Hell, why don't they just pop a Sprite, a Gatorade? Gotta be champagne. Yeah. Yeah. Don't what? Because you know it's amazing. You have a drink offering. They do too. They've been playing, they've been trying to show us a God the whole time. Kiss it, they cry. You cry to your God, don't you? Your Elohim. He cried to him. He roll on the ground, he hug it and kiss it. He give thanks to it and tell God he thanks him for that God. He thanks God for that smaller God. He said, God, I want to thank you and Jesus Christ, the head of my life, who gave me the ability to do this today, to win this trophy. I mean this God. He's been getting it the whole time we've been here. And we've been making a league with him. That's amazing, because every one of these sports, it's a league. It's either the National Basketball League, National Football League. He said, little league, yeah, you on the little league, gonna get you to be in the bigger league. He said, don't make no league with them. White folk don't come out and they tell you the Confederate, when it'll benefit you. So maybe in your book, they got Confederate in your book. He said everybody that say a Confederate, hell, they come right along, got a Confederate flag. Confederate state. They've been getting us the whole time we just haven't been conscious. That's why now it's time for us to turn back to re-examine ourselves. And Donald Trump said, I respect, he going back and say doing a contract with everybody over. He said, I'm putting a 30-day clause. He said, I want 30 days with every contract that if something go wrong, I can break this contract with you. Why we ain't got no contract like that with these crackers? How our contract locks us in the hell we can't leave, we don't never get no rights. He keep growing, getting stronger, more money, getting more decision making, hell, and we got nothing. What kind of contract is it we got with these crackers? You can't break away, you can't protest, you can't dislike. Anything you do, you anti. Why these white folks ain't never anti? Come on, finish this up.
But ye have not obeyed my voice.
That's the problem right now. Come on.
Why have ye done this? Wherefore I also said, I will not drive them out from before you.
Well, hold on for a minute. What happened now?
Wherefore I also said, I will not drive them out from before you.
Bad member above that. What did he say?
And ye shall make no league with the inhabitants of this land.
What happened?
Ye shall throw down their altars.
Yeah.
But ye have not obeyed my voice.
Oh, what you got? About our sheet. Sit at 26-1. Man say, I'll never forsake you. So now you got to ask yourself, and I'm a person, from, over time before actually coming to the realization, I always wonder why he didn't do what he said he'll do. Because he said that he'll do it, won't he? I oftentimes wonder sometimes why he didn't do it versus looking at what did he tell us in this Debunking. I told you I'll never break my covenant with you. We started bringing up some things that we did and how we didn't obey his voice. At the 26th chapter, book about a sheet. About a sheet. 26-1, listen.
And there was a famine in the land.
What was it like?
Beside the first famine that was in the Yamim of Abraham.
So that wasn't the first time one happened. He said besides that, but this is another one. What happened?
And Yatsakut went unto Abimelech, king of the Philistines, unto Gerar. And Elohim appeared unto him and said,
what did he tell him?
Go not down into Mizraim.
And what happened?
Dwell in the land which I shall tell thee of.
What happened?
Sojourn in this land, and I will be with thee and will bless thee. For unto thee and unto thy seed I will give all these countries, and I will perform the oath which I swear unto Abraham thy Abba.
Why?
And I will make thy seed to multiply as the stars of Shamayim, and will give unto thy seed all these countries.
Who was he talking about? He was talking about Yahushua. This is S-E-E-D. It sounded like he said S-E-E-D-S. He did not. Galatians 3:16 told you that. Unto Abraham and to his was, that's plural. He did not say unto seeds as a many, but as unto one. And to thy seed, which is the Mashiach. So you have to pay attention to what he told him. He said, I don't want you to go into Mizraim. I want you to go where I tell you to go. And I want you to sojourn, which means stay and dwell in that area. Y'all hear me? And I'm going to bless and multiply your seed. Y'all got me? Now we'll listen a while. Go ahead.
And in thy seed shall
S-E-E-D, shall all
the nations of the Aritz be blessed.
And that blessing through one. Tell them what happened.
Because that Abraham,
you ain't going to believe what he did. Listen what he did.
Obeyed my voice.
I wonder why he done separated from you. I wonder why your life is such an upshambles. He went right back to tell him how he got the land. He went right back to tell him why he was still telling him about performing the promises to his seed. How that one seed was going to sprout out to all of us. You see how important it is for us to go back and look and re-examine? Sometimes you have paperwork, insurance claim. You have an insurance claim, somehow you can go back and say, get your policy. Sometimes some of y'all insurance, how many of y'all got good agents that'll call you and say, I want to get with you and try to go over you with your policy? Anybody a couple of us here? Y'all need to talk to your agent. A good agent's supposed to call you and tell you that. Periodically, they tell you, say, I want to know when it's a good time we can get together and sit down and let's just go over your policy. That's what we're doing now. We're going over your policy. Because you know when it's bad to go over this? When something happens. And you assume you got something you ain't got. Like you assume you got the Ruach, and we go back over your policy. No, you negated to get that. We didn't do that. But I was looking, he pulled the cup. We didn't get that either. Because you were trying to save. And I remember mentioning you about how you need to get it. See, it's bad to go over your policy when something happens. That's why you get a good agent, they'll hit you. Y'all probably know this. And they say, hey, trying to see when a good time to get with you, let's go over your policy. See, at that point, we can make some adjustments. We can find we got too much or too little. So, am I telling the truth? People don't know that. It's always a mess. I know damn well I had it. They pull it up. You finna cut the nigga. All we got to do is pull it up. Oh, hell no. Hell no. I know. When we get through with hell no and damn well, all we got to do is just look at that same thing with this book. All we got to do is look at this book. When you get through damn and hell no, let's just look at what you got. Now it's in here. You'll look on and then back on your policy, some stuff you fill out. It'll tell you initial. Sometimes initial is saying you don't want it. Just initial, right? The hell they go. Oh hell. Is that your initial? It's your initial. When you pull that, yeah, it's your initial. And you know what the problem is now we're looking at? Now we come in to go back over their policy now, and it's your soul on the line. See, now we're looking at, he said, now they'll go read. I'll say they're going to go read. He said, he'll never leave me nor forsake me. He said, he'll never break your covenant with me. Did you read your policy? See, that's why we're going back looking. He don't be with me like he said with Yasaku. He talked about how the father obeyed. Because Abraham obeyed my what?
Voice.
What else did he do?
And kept my charge.
I know damn well now ain't not do everything he said. Now you did. Because if you had done everything, then you would be sitting here and you would be a benefactor of something. Now you sit here looking at what he told him. Not only did he obey my voice, but he kept
my charge.
And what else?
My commandments.
And what else?
My statutes.
And what happened?
And my laws.
That's a lot. Meaning when the agent sat down and talked with him about insurance, Abraham looked at this. I'm a man with a wife. I'm going to have a big family. I'm going to need to get all of this. When you got that many kids coming telling you, that man looking at, I'm going to multiply your seed as the stars of Shamayim. What's the most insurance I can get? That's what Abraham did. What are you doing? Because he looked at, that's a lot of kids. That means, I'm trying to, this is what I try to teach y'all about. This is called generational wealth. Abraham was dead, yet Yasaku was still benefiting. When Yasaku died, Yaakov would benefit. See, this is see, that's why I tell you, the way you living ain't what the book teach. This is generational salvation, generational wealth. Y'all got me? Hell, you impoverished. And you impoverished because you don't even know what you need to get. You hadn't even considered somebody's coming behind me. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. Because you got to look at, I'm going to find myself in a situation, I had to set myself up from the Ruach to financial that I'm going to be able to get the coat and overcome this situation. When he finally got to a point, this is how generational wealth, generational salvation worked. All these men benefited from a covenant promises that he spake concerning Abraham. And no, he was not the first person. We had other, but we call him the father Abba because we look at those promises that were still concerning the seed coming. But dealing with that, you look at how they were set up and what they had. All these men had something. Yaakov found himself impoverished when he worked for dirty bastards. That's amazing, though. He found himself back in wealth after he left and he broke off from them. Because he was able, when he was going to meet his Aki, to send servants. And every servant he sent, he spaced them and he sent well. To be able to go to make sure he can meet the person that was his adversary. And every time when Esau would meet one of them, he said, that servant Jacob is behind me. He would get to another servant who would have another camp full of wealth. Always, you talking about because he obeyed. Now, when that man did flee in the 35th chapter of the book of Bereshit, he clearly told the man, he said, I want you to go up. Go back up to Bethel, where you fled when you left from your brother Esau. And I'm going to meet with thee there. Go right, I'm going to set your hours of defense for you because of how your fathers obeyed. That's why it's so important for y'all as men, how you have to establish and run your damn home. This is why we know these men ran a tight ship, because their blessings fell right down upon their children. As the curse fell, so were the blessings. This man was able to receive blessing from Elohim. I'm the Abba of your fathers. When he met with these men, even without a name, they knew that is the mighty one. They knew the benefits of this man. And that man came along to give us a name to establish. I said, so we did just as the generation before us had already stated in the 11th chapter of the book of Bereshit. Get us a name lest we be scattered upon this place. Why you think these people done dispersed us? Hell, somebody black Buddhist. Somebody else damn Hindu. Somebody else ain't shit 'em. Christian. Orthodox Jew. Nothing. Got no name. That's what happened. You know what every one of them did? Everybody just broke off, just went off doing their own thing. And you know why they did it? Because in those days, there was no law. They left every man to do what's right in his own eye. That's dangerous. You know what dangerous? Let a nigga loose in a library with some damn with a card. Hell, they going to check out all the wrong books. You got to get somebody, give us some direction. We're in bad shape. And the fact that we don't see the importance and mothers and fathers, we even had when we look back, these people were anchors for us. And we come along now, what's happening? We don't have no anchor for these kids. What these kids turn and go astray or not, they supposed to be able to look back, oh no, I'm standing. This is what my father stood in. Huh? I ain't talking about my physical father as you know. I'm talking about the father that he made the covenant with. Those men who he swore an oath with, those men that waited on these promises. And I'm standing on them today. Y'all hear me? Because somebody coming behind me. Y'all hear me? And I got to make sure I leave a way for them. I don't want them to fall down in the degradation and the poverty, spiritual and natural, as I did. I don't want them to fall into the hope of these people and then can't recover. It's only been the grace of Elohim that we come back to get this knowledge now. We got to come back and recapture. And we'll start at the beginning, and the damn sad part of the race has been gone. We behind. Hey, you still trying to worry about being a damn good Christian. What they going to say about damn them people? That's amazing. I was looking at something today about Dr. King. They were showing Dr. King drinking. Y'all didn't know Dr. King drank. Hell, he was a drunk. Cussing up a storm, as they call it. They never showed you Dr. King. Oh, beautiful. They've been playing you the whole time. When I believe they were wrong, I ain't never do it. I ain't do it in secret. What I believe. That's dangerous. Dr. King didn't come out and tell you that, though, did it? Hell, they don't know me. Mother, they were living there. Y'all remember Dr. King come out talking about drinking? Y'all remember Dr. King up cussing? No, would have thought of Dr. King like that. Hell, regular cusser. Regular homemonger. Then James Johnson talked to him one time about all them hoes again. They're knocking them down. King wouldn't even deny. That's amazing. It is. This is how they play their role in front of you. I ain't playing around. What you see is what you got. Y'all hear me? What I say there, I say tomorrow. Y'all hear me? These people ain't been real. Everybody been playing you for a damn fool. If you thought it was wrong, why you ain't said it? If you think it's right, or you say it out in the public. Bring them hoes out in the public. If you think, why you doing it in the dark? Hell, he knew he was wrong. But he done it anyway. Man, we got to wake up. Everybody made a fool out of it. Everybody had made a fool out of it. Now our eyes are becoming open now. We're refusing to go back to sleep. Hell, ain't going to lay in no cracker lap. I'm going to lay on my breast. Not me. I don't suck man tit. I don't suck him from the front. I don't kiss his ass either. Time for us to stand up. We got to establish our way now. Everybody made a fool. Get back to the promise he done spoke to our fathers. Get back to the covenant. He spoke. Now I'm looking at why did Yasaku have to move? Hell, these folk keep telling you to leave. Then nobody made Yasaku leave. He said, well, I told you to sojourn there, you going to stay. Because Abraham obeyed. He kept my charge, my statute, my commandments. Hell, all you been doing is breaking them. But you got all these cracker commandments in order, don't you? Come on back to Shaphatim chapter 2. I'll get y'all out of here. It's right, though. I'm going to try to help our nation, man. We in bad shape. Man ought to be mad when he can't be a man. Hell, they'll sit around here and joke around here praying for a vagina. Not to make love to hell, they want it for themselves. Just lazy. Nigga rather sit down in the piss than stand up. Man, we got to be men. This country don't allow us to be no man. Hell, and we ain't got no being asking them either. Gotta show them you a man. Get out here and tell you, we got enough our people, we got enough intelligent mind makers and thinkers. We don't need these people, even our women. Got a brilliant mind from our women as well as our men. Folks ain't gonna teach that out there did it, done everything they know they stole and took from us. Hell, and you gonna come back and teach me? That's an idiot. That's worse. I ain't finna let none of y'all keep out and teach me what I just taught. So you just keep your mouth closed. I already know it. I taught to you, that's crazy. Hell, I'm sitting around them teaching me something I done taught them. Hell, I done taught them how to count. You gonna come back and shut your mouth. That's why you listen to me. Hell, I ain't finna listen to what I already done taught you. Now, that's crazy. And you want me to listen to see if you got it right, that's different. Hell, man, sitting around here teaching us. And change all the names of the character, made everybody white. Everything that's been invented that's good, that's right, ain't evil, him made it away damn white. Come on.
Wherefore I also said, I will not drive them out from before you.
That's tight. He letting us know that, Brandon. He letting you know. I ain't going to lie and say, I don't remember, don't ask me. I'm going to tell you what I said. I told you I would never break my covenant with you. I ain't going to sit here and lie. Yeah, I told you that. I told you that I was going to drive everybody out from in front of you. But I also told you don't make no league with them. Huh? I also told you not to go and bow down with these people. I told you they were going to cause you and they'll turn your heart. I told you don't give your daughters to their sons, give your sons to their daughters, unless you're going to go whoring after their gods. So I'll tell you what I told you. Come on, son.
Wherefore I also said, I will not drive them out from before you.
I said it. Come on, that's a strong black man. Yeah, I said it. Come on.
But they shall be as thorns in your sides.
There ain't going to be a thorn in your side.
And their God shall be a snare unto you.
You know what's amazing about them? He did tell her that. When he told her there was going to be a thorn outside. That's right. At the book of Barashit, chapter 3. Two, 16, about a sheet. If you're ill sensitive, don't listen to me. I'll say damn in a minute. Matter of fact, damn. Listen.
And Elohim commanded the Anus, saying, of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat, but of the tree of the knowledge of Ta'ub and evil thou shalt not eat of it.
Tell them why, son.
For in the yum that thou eatest thereof,
Tell them what's going to happen.
thou shalt surely die.
What's the wages of sin? Just a slow death. Didn't he die? Why y'all think the police shooting her down? Sin. Exactly right. All these people that gotten shot down and gotten killed in these jail cells and still getting gunned down. Just like you, just like me. They committed sin. They broke the law. We're not talking about their law anymore. We're talking about his law. When did Adam die? The day he ate it? But he let him know, you were dead to me when you did it. You didn't even know it. You were already dead. You good as dead. Everybody here, you good as dead. It's just a matter. Whether it be a police that'll shoot you. Huh? A prison. A car coming over the lane. Some poison in your water. Some in your food. You good as dead, every one of us saying. Because we broke the law. And he's got to be if he in Elohim at word, I don't need to believe in nothing. I believe, how many of y'all believe he can save? How many of y'all believe he's a healer? How many of y'all believe he's a savior, deliverer, battle axe, hide and play from the wind? How many of y'all believe he killed? Huh? He got vengeance is his. He'll recompense you. If you don't believe that, don't believe nothing else. See, what I'm offering our people when I'm talking about what's afflicting our people, we ask for this. Hell, when we met these people, we should have never made no deal with them. But we were so raring to get out here and do something. They done came back to be just like he told us. They're thorn in our flesh. Come on, son, down to the 3rd chapter of the book of Barashit. (3 and 17). Listen.
And unto Adam he said,
Listen what he told him.
because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy Nashim.
As for my people, children are the oppressor, and women lead them. Oh, my people, they which lead thee, cause you to err, and they destroy the way of your path. He brought that right back to him. When he asked him about the situation, he came back after he got with her. And unto Adam he said,
Because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy Nashim.
He didn't just listen, he obeyed. He followed. He did it. Listen.
And hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, Thou shalt not eat of it.
What's going to happen?
Cursed is the ground for thy sake.
What you say now?
Cursed is the ground for thy sake.
Tell me what happened.
In sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the yamim of thy life.
What happened?
Thorns also and thistles shall it bring forth to thee.
He told you there's going to be a thorn in your side. Huh? Look what they done yielded. Look what these people done yielded us. Because we done sit here and we disobeyed. We've been eating from these people's sacrifice. They play with us all the time. We've been eating from these people's stuff, a lot of stuff we don't even be realizing. These people got gods. These people cook for their gods. They serve us from their gods. They take meat from idol temples and put it right here. These folk been doing a lot of devil. These people the devil. I'm talking about white, a lot of these cultures. Everybody look, they inflict us and mess us up. And we've been sitting here, been messing with these people the whole time, not realizing these people are dangerous to us. And these people just been like thorns. Every time you look around, these white folks stick you with somebody. You say, hell, they done stuck me again. You heard that story? It's amazing we had that phrase. Then people say, watch out, they'll stick you. That's amazing you use that terminology. Huh? Hell done stuck me with this payment, Daniel. What I told you gonna happen. Thorns and thistles. They just been sticking you, huh? And you've been wondering why. So when you listen to this in the book of Shaphatim, although it's talking about him, this ain't far from you. Huh? He told you, now we the sons of Elohim. So you know what they did to his other son, right? Why would they leave these living? Time to stick your ass too. You just got stuck. That's a man who said, man, I'm stuck like Chuck. Chuck must be black. Isn't that right? It's amazing the statement stuck we use, ain't it? Talking about getting stuck with payment. Getting stuck with some woman. Getting stuck with some man. Getting stuck in some situation. Getting stuck on the job, ain't it? Man, you use all them statements, but I told you what they're going to yield you, though. Thorns and thistles, they're going to stick you. Come on, son, finish the book of Shaphatim. Shaphatim chapter 2, what verse we at, Brandon?
Continue to verse 3.
Verse 3. Oh, that's all we got, huh? Book right, though. Listen.
But they shall be as thorns in your sides,
Thorns in your side.
and their God shall be a snare unto you.
Wow. They God ain't been no snare to us. Gotta watch the Olympics. Gotta just be tabled in and all this stuff these people got out here. They be pulling up right on there. And the Olympic is homage to their God. I just want to see track and field. I just want to see hurdle. I just want to see jumping. I want to see this. Who are they doing it for? It's for their God. So they get on that platform and get that damn wreath on their head, look like a damn little black Caesar. It's amazing. Stuff that we've been thinking been harmless, they've been pulling us in. Then they come out with Olympic drinks with that sign on it, you get it. another homage to their God, and guess what? You go buy it. Just got a drink off them. They always getting it. They're going to go stick on there and tell you this is the official food of the Olympics. Why that's amazing? Why all these folks got to have official food to it? Every time, man, official drink, official candy bar, meaning this is what their gods eat. It's amazing. Come on.
And it came to pass, when the Malachie of Yahuah spake these Dabarim unto all the children of Yasharal,
What happened?
that the people lifted up their voice and wept.
But y'all didn't do that, huh? I'm a messenger. What's wrong with your heart? They wept when they heard it. Hey, you're in a worse condition than them, and they don't even bother you. You know what happened, though, at the 11th chapter of the book of Matthew? Pick it up for me. 11 and 16. Listen.
But whereunto shall I liken this generation?
I'm just telling y'all about y'all. What happened?
It is like unto children sitting in the markets,
We did what?
calling unto their fellows, and saying, We have piped unto you,
And what happened?
ye have not danced.
That's amazing. Sometimes we'll sing. I don't even sing anymore either, because a lot of them just be dead. It's just like children sitting in the marketplace. When I pipe until you and try to get you to dance, you won't dance. What else happened?
We have mourned unto you,
And what happened?
ye have not lamented.
Some stuff don't even make you even start wailing. It's Ika, wailing. What else happened?
For Yahuah came neither eating nor drinking, and they say, He hath a devil.
Oh, they said, I got a devil. Come on.
The Ben of Anus came eating and drinking.
And what happened?
They say, Behold, a Anus gluttonous, and a wine bibber, a friend of publicans and sinners.
But
Wisdom is justified of her children.
that's what he was looking at. See, when they heard the salutation, they wept. That stuff don't even bother y'all, do it. You know what happened to your forefather, people before you? And you know how to go get it, 137 division of the book of Tahalim. By the rivers, there we hung our harp. You know they realized? Ain't no time for playing. They realized we've been playing and our ass been kicked up out the land. Isn't that right? He said, Blake, got our ass kicked up out the land. They realized they're not finna play no more. They said we hung our harps right there by the willows. They said we remember Saul. We wept. Wisdom being justified of her children. Huh? They realized time, he said a time and season, you know perfectly well. You don't even know you need to be Ika. You need to be crying out. You need to be well when you look at your situation. Because he's sitting here telling you, I did tell you that. You come back, you said, I'm going to ask you something. Didn't you tell me that you were going to take me somewhere? Yeah, I told you that. You're like, so you admit it, yeah. But I also told you to make sure you clean up your room. I told you to make sure that's right. Now you know why I ain't take it. It ain't because I went back on my word. You didn't do what I told you to do. He wanted them to know, I did tell you that. I don't want to be no second. I did tell you that. I told you that I was going to put all these people out in front of you. Then nobody going to be able to stand before you. But now I got to come back and tell you why. You didn't hearken to my voice, which should have woken you up to realize, so you're not the seed of Abraham. Because Abraham obeyed my voice. And because you didn't keep my statute, my judgment, and you know Abraham kept it. See, this that you're hearing about the law, should make you subscribe to try to make sure you have the righteousness of faith. Y'all got me? That's what kept our people and gave them stability. Because they looked back at people that had set apart with people he communicated with. He communicated with these men. He made covenant, promises, and oath to these men. He ain't made none with you. You got all yours based on his. Told Moshe, said, with you that are alive this day. That's who I made the covenant with. So if you weren't there, I wasn't even talking to you. Then he came right back later and said, I made this covenant this day, not only with you, but with also them that are not here this day. Come back inclusion, to bring you back into something. And that's the importance of us coming back, looking at now what's been prescribed for us and what have we been doing? How did we get so far off? How did we get so twisted, so comfortable being under the rule of people that serve idol God? That should bother you. That the people that you're serving, that you're with, your work, these people bow down. He said, all these things, the nation who I drive out, they do this stuff. That's why I gave you a dietary law. They do that stuff. That's why I gave you a dress code, because they do it. You know they push it for. They push it for. They want to do a whole month of women wearing men clothing. Guess what they say they're going to be wearing? Suits. Hell, they ain't been men clothes other times. That bad they saying in men clothes all of a sudden now. Right. What the hell them pants been all this time? Right. He come in and let you know. So they been knowing. They been telling this time a suit don't belong to a man. A woman can wear a suit. Hell, they got him with a skirt, they got him with the jacket, fold over, keep going. Gotta wear. Need to go ahead and just make them pants. And then they get a bow tie, they get a straight tie, then it's just cute. It's different. And men, they've been doing it to you. Hell, they just keep driving them right back out into the same stuff. They've been using it for the longest time. And the men wearing skirts, they wearing dresses. Trying to talk about some biblical time. These bastards wearing dresses. Ain't nothing biblical about nothing they wearing. It's damn abominable. Come on, son, finish this up.
And it came to pass, when the Malachie of Yahuah spake these Dabarim unto all the children of Yasharal, that the people lifted up their voice and wept, and they called the name of that place Bokim, and they sacrificed there unto Yahuah. And when Yahusha had let the people go, the children of Yasharal went every anus unto his inheritance to possess the land. And the people served Yahuah all the Yamim of Yahusha, and all the Yamim of the elders that outlived Yahusha.
Look at that. That called them back. They came back. Everybody went into his inheritance and said they served him. All the Yamim of Yahusha. So after you get through hearing this, what are you going to do today? Because there's no benefit if you're not going to turn. When these people heard the tidings, they wept. Not only did they wept, these people went back into their inheritance and served him all the days of Yahusha. Now what are you doing? These are his Yamins now. What are you doing? How are you so far off you hearing this and nothing pricks your heart to change? Come on, finish up.
Who had seen all the great works of Yahuah that he did for Yasharal.
Come on.
And Yahusha, the ben of Nun, the servant of Yahuah, died, being 110 years old. And they buried him in the border of his inheritance in Timnath Heres, in the mount of Ephraim, on the north side of the hill Gaash. Yes. And also all that generation were gathered unto their fathers. And there arose another generation after them, which knew not Yahuah.
That's the problem. Tell them what happened.
Nor yet the works which he had done for Yasharal.
What happened?
And the children of Yasharal did evil in the sight of Yahuah.
What happened?
And served Balaam. And they forsook Yahuah, Elohim of their fathers, which brought them out of the land of Mitzrayim, and followed other gods, of the gods of the people that were round about them.
How did we get Christianity? We brought over him with us? We ain't realized that, huh? We forsook our rock. That's how you got it. This ain't nothing you had when they came and they found you. When they came and they met us over here, we didn't know nothing about no Jesus. There's no way in the hell Jesus could have any kind of real gratitude, attitude to it, or any type of salvation. Never existed with us. We got this stuff from them, and you can see your fault. You can see your failure right now. You taking on the gods of these people around you. That's sad. Come on, son.
And bowed themselves unto them.
Wow. Come on.
And provoked Yahuah to anger.
Mm-hmm.
And they forsook Yahuah and served Baal and Ashtaroth.
That's amazing. This is what happened.
And the anger of Yahuah was hot against Yasharal.
Like what?
And he delivered them into the hands of spoilers that spoiled them. And he sold them into the hands of their enemies round about.
This ain't talking about you. They're talking about some more people he had. And he wound up selling them to other people. Probably some Englishmen, some Americans, some French. Not talking about us. Talking about some other people. You wonder why. Just listen to your situation. Because you've been Christian and loving Jesus. And Yeshua. Hell, still Latin. Anything they can do to make a fool out of you. Come on.
So that they could not any longer stand before their enemies.
Wow. I wonder why we can't go out here and take this place back like we used to have it. You know, fix it where you can. You ain't got the marching strength your forefathers had, the fighting strength. Because it became more and more angry. Hell, you get more and more Christian every week. More and more discipline to Christianity. His laws don't even matter what he told you. Man, you like a madman. You go there, man, tell you to take a sword and go through and start slaying and start at my sanctuary. Man, these folks will have your behind locked up. That man tell you to go ahead and you destroy and real quick tear down their altar. Destroy their God. You can't do that. That's destruction of private property and personal property. Now you have a felon on your job. Where the hell you gonna get on your record? Where the hell you gonna get a job at? Exactly. And you know what he been doing? He's just been getting more and more angry because he's looking at, I know what I told you, but you believe them. You don't believe me. Listen.
Whithersoever they went out.
What happened?
Whithersoever they went out.
Tell me what happened, Brandon.
The hand of Yahuah was against them for evil.
Everywhere we go. Y'all don't see that? It's talking about us. It's all his story, but now look at yourself. I just tell every time, put off and I tell you, if you live out there parking lot, turn left or right, it's just a matter on their stop and they feel like putting another one on their record. It don't matter what state you go. I got some that prefer some state, Florida, California, hell, somewhere overseas, anywhere. I don't care where you go. The hand of Yahuah will be at you. And Daud told you best. Whether shall I go from the presence of Yahuah? We ain't been able to go nowhere. There's no place we can call our own. We can get refuge. Absolutely nowhere. And we can see why now. When we just go back, just this small examination to go back and look at what our problem is, what we got to recapture. Obedience. That's what we lack. Obedience. That's what Abraham had. Consistency. Steadfast. We've lost that. Whites have took it away from us because we mixed and mingled them. And you know what we've been looking at? Hell, the white man no better than me. They ain't never no excuse to be on that level. He a liar, so what if I am a liar? Wrong. When I say he a liar, I can charge him because I ain't lying. When I say he a thief, I can charge him because I ain't been stealing. Don't charge him because you're saying you're doing the same thing. The book says you inexcusable, oh man, whosoever you are, you judges another, and when you do the same damn thing. Can't sit around and talk about that man, you do the same stuff he do. Y'all got me? So what we're going to be working on with the help of Yahuah, through Yahushua Mashiach, and work on regaining and recapturing our senses. Y'all got me? Getting back our credibility, getting back on point just like our forefathers had. You see, when you find out you off, that's what we need, conviction. You know when else they had it? Whenever the Debunking came across, the people on the heart, on the day of Ukar Shabuah, now when they heard this, and you ain't going to believe what they did. Every man went to his inheritance. He said, and they continued, wow, all the days of Yahushua. See, everybody that got this, it had to earn his heart. You'll turn and you'll do what I'm telling you. I ain't got to fight with you and make you do nothing. If your heart earnest and you consider your father, you're not your regular mother and father. Hell, they the reason you in the rut you're in. They raised you to be the rotten bastard you done been. Yeah, but been a thorn to our parents. You know why? Because they serve either God. He wasn't going to let us and be obedient to him. They raised us in disobedience. Because their obedience to that God was disobedient to Elohim. That's why our stuff ain't work. That's why we're losing. We're losing the fight with our kids. We're losing to the prison system because we've never submitted. As Yeshayahu said, they have not all obeyed. And we're going to get back on point. Y'all got it? That's how I go to get back. You hear what the man said? Wherever they went out, the hands of Yahuah was what?
Was against them.
For what? What happened, Brandon? I'm going to get my pillow.
Whithersoever they went out, the hand of Yahuah was against them for evil, as Yahuah had said, and as Yahuah had sworn unto them.
See that? Our covenant don't involve just us receiving and getting and prospering. It also had attachment. But if you turn, if you disobey, if you go into these nations, then I'm gonna be an enemy. I'm gonna be an enemy against you. I'm gonna be an adversary against you. Your little one, the people that you said were gonna be a prey, I'm gonna make them a prey. Everything you fear, I'm gonna make dread. Every sickness that I kept from you, I'm gonna infect you with. These crackers ain't inventing no disease. Yahuah letting them make those diseases. Because it's for us. All these diseases coming up was supposed to strike memory back. How did I get high blood pressure? How did you get diabetes? How did you get glaucoma? How did you get, man, you can't find a black woman today that's got a regular menstrual. Tell them to work 5 days of their life. Some of them will leak damn near a month and a half. And they wondering why. We never had these problems before. We mixed and mingled in. We made covenant with these people. We sold ourselves to these people. We took on their love, their joy, their adventure, and hell, it done come back to bite us. Huh? Hell, it's hard to get 10 of us got hair on our head in a straight line. Balling everything, killing us. I'm just being honest, they're killing us out. And we ain't sat back yet to try to look at why we in the rut we in. We fat as hell. Be like Eli, he was so fat he fell and broke his damn neck. Now, why would you want to stay fat? You know you bigger than him because you ain't got no neck. So all you gonna do is break your back. Vertebrae? No, spinal. Now we gotta get ourselves together. Y'all got me? So we're gonna recover, get it husband, wife. Our goal is to work together, communicate. Get back on point to put these homes together so we can get these kids followed. You're a single parent, you stand and you hold your integrity. We ain't making no compromise with it. We're not letting them make no lead to try to fit in with these people. It's going to cost us something to take this stand, but at the end of the day, we got to remember the people that took the stand to get us to this point. If it were not for their stand and because he loved us and loved our Father, we'd be sitting out now. Except the Yahuah or the Sobot, how they would pronounce it, I don't know, they say Sabot, which would be a war, is supposed to how they supposed to interpret it, had left us a seed. We've been like Solomon, made like Gomorrah. It's time to get these homes back together, get ourselves back. I need these men to stand up and be men. You get out here, you got to get the driving force going to try to put, so you can get here and get your wife, so you can make some kids. Can't keep sitting there putting that damn silly put in your hand. You need a woman to do that. Ain't that right? Need these women too sit around here playing with no damn cucumber. You need a man. Isn't that right? That's being honest. I'm talking about you don't want nobody. Get yourself and get straight. I want these men. Ain't that wrong man design a woman and get you one. He said, whosoever find a wife, find a good thing. And obtain favor in the eyes of Yahuah. Isn't that right? Why a man don't want no favor? Isn't that right? Want these women desire to have a man. Isn't that right? Carry yourself and you want to be a virtuous woman. Hell, look like nobody been down there, shots fired, all them damn holes in you. Isn't that right? Somebody know what I mean. Isn't that right? Good damn paper all tore up all them holes in it. No. Craig, you finna get you a demerit. Get Craig a demerit. Isn't that right? Especially for raising their hand earlier. What it was he wanted to? Somebody need a hole in my head. Y'all hear me? I love y'all now. We got to get this together. These kids we got here, these young people, we ain't trying to lose y'all. Y'all hear me? Y'all got it? Antoine, you need to cut the hair down too. Isn't that right? Hell, this hair about to be higher than the silver. Y'all remember they were the competition for why your hair can't grow that long? It can. Damn! Somebody down there. You don't grow out of that? Yeah, braid. Yeah, that's a one-time event in your life. You can grow braids again. Now, I just want to say, yeah, you get like that, it's been too long. Once your hair grow out like that in braid, it ain't going back. You don't get like one of them in a lifetime. Brian, you ever had braids? Twice. Okay, you skipped. That's somebody else braid. Ain't that right? Ivy, you had braids? Yeah, they braided chin. I know. That's right, you braided out early. You ain't never had no afro? You was on the slow side, hair growing. He traded that hair for height. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I had a nice, thick. Ain't that right? He be all right, that's good. Get him on our hand clap. Cut it out. Let's get it together.